Okay, so you just got your palette. I'll show you mine. Yay! So you got your palette, you have your colors. Now what? So I'm going to do my makeup for you so you can see what it's all about. So what I first am going to do, I'm going to go in with my brightening shade. And if you don't know which one is your brightening shade, let me know and I will let you know. So I'm going to go in with my brightening shade and I'm just going to put brightening right here. And yeah. Now it's up to you how much you want to use. It's based on how much coverage you want, okay? Again, you can also use your brush. I usually use my brush, but I'm going to, I think for space purposes, I'm going to do it. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm going to do it here with my finger in. So you put a little bit here so that you have like a lift. It kind of does like a little lift for you. So I'm going to use my double-sided brush and just go like that. And same here. And put some here. Okay. So all my brightening is right there. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with my other brush. I use this one because I like full coverage. And I'll put it here. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my mirror because sometimes the brightness of the sun doesn't allow me to see the spots that I would like to cover. So I'm just going to go in, and again, I can use my finger. I use my finger a lot of times, but I also like to use the brush, depending on again, how much coverage I want. So I'm going to put it all there, like that. And a lot of times you want to make sure that you are trying out the makeup. Obviously on the first try, it might not come out how you are looking for. So it takes practice, like, you know, anything with your skin. When it's new, it takes practice to, for your skin to get used to things. Okay. So then I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to do my contour, and my contour is Astoria. And I'm going to switch into my big palette here, which I have a lot of colors. La la la. I love this palette. I got it to house all my stuff that I have purchased. And then I just use the smaller one to kind of take with me. So again, I'm going to look in my mirror, but I'm doing very light contour. So remember, less is more, and if you want to add more, you can always go in and add more later, okay? And if you don't have this brush, no big deal. I go with my finger. Going in with my finger, and I'm going to put it close to the hairline, like that. So it probably will look like a deer. Actually, it kind of reminds me of deer. Deer makeup, like for Halloween and stuff, so I think it's kind of cool. I love deers. They're cute. Okay, so I'll put that. And of course, we're going to blend it. So here we go. Okie dokes. And then I'm going to take my thinner brush. Again, you can use your fingers for that, but I'm going to use my brush. I will show you both ways. So I'm going to use this brush, and I'm going to just make an 11. Okay? Let me show you actually this side with my finger. So I'm going to do an 11. And this is contour. Again, you're going in with your contour color, okay? Contour. Let's see. Okay, so I contoured there, and then I'm going to take my finger again, and I'm going to contour just around here, kind of give me some definition, because as we get older, the definition kind of goes away, which is why we're contouring. And there's different colors of contour, so that, and again, as much as you want to put on, you can. If you want to put on less, you can do that too. No problemo. Now, let's see what I want to do. I am going to blend it. So I'll add my blush after, but I'm going to take this brush right here and I'm going to blend it with this side. Okay. Now I'm going to use my little guy here, my little palette, just so I can look in the mirror. Because again, the brightness with the sun sometimes does not allow me to see it. Also, I like to use as a base, I like to use my main highlight. In my case, my main highlight is Candlelit. So I like to put a little bit of Candlelit just on my base to kind of it almost makes it like a blank slate because, you know, sometimes I have like, you have like discoloration or whatever in the eye, and I just like to make a blank slate of it. So I am stippling. I'm not doing this, I'm stippling, which is basically pushing the makeup into your skin, okay? Oh, I think I forgot to put, I forgot to put my mane here and here. Okay. Again, I like full coverage. If you don't like full coverage, then you add a little at a time. And then if you feel, oh, I think I want some more, then you just add some more. No big deal, right? Okay, so I'm just going to stipple, 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 stipple. Stipple. Keep stippling, keep stippling. I'm going to keep stippling. And if I feel like, oh, you know what, I want some more, then I'll add more. However, don't do what I did in the beginning, because I didn't even know. I didn't even think to ask. You have to get used to it. Let your skin get used to it. Your skin, it will melt into your skin. It will, and it just like is flawless finish. In the beginning, it might not look like that to you. Again, your skin has to get used to it. Give it a couple weeks to get used to you. It has to learn you and you have to learn it, right? It's kind of almost like a baby. Like the baby you can't expect the baby to know what to do when they come out, and the baby is not expecting you to know what to do to come out when it comes out. So, you know, it's kind of like that. So I'm stippling, 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 but already you kind of see like the definition, and I love that because, you know, I got a little extra here. So I'm gonna stipple, 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 stipple. So see, this side is not stippled yet, and this side is getting there. It's so funny because I'm in front of a window and it's so bright. So what I'm doing with the top part is I'm just pushing it up, like up that way, okay, into my hairline. And I'm stippling. Okay. So now, let's see, how do we look here? What I did here, I just used some of the brightening just to kind of brighten up here. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm just going to gently stipple under my eyes. Now, if you need to use a another, and if you have another color correcting color, so if you have you know, more than like 4 colors, let's say, and you have a color correcting color and it has to be for bags under the eyes, you will take that first and you will stipple it underneath. Less is more. If you put too much, it might not look right to you. So you want to less is more, okay? So you're going to put it underneath if you have here, if you have anything here, if you have anything here, here, whatever it is, you just put a little amount of it and you just stipple, 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 okay? So, and here we go. All right. I'm just going to blend this in a little bit more. I tried putting some lashes on this morning. You can see this one slipping up, but I didn't do a very good job. I need to practice on that. I haven't done that in a while, so that's okay. So now I'm going to go with Bella Bronzer. I absolutely love Bella Bronzer. I recommend it to everybody. I love it oh so much. You can put it on with your fingers or you can put it on with a brush. I just got this brush and I love it. It's like, it's light. It has a nice little airy tip, and all you need to do is just gently tap into the color, okay? I'm not doing this in the color. I'm gently tapping into the color. Okay. So I'm going to put here. Look at that already. It just literally sun-kissed my face. And then I'm going to put some up here. It's crazy, you guys. Bella Bronzer, literally. I love it so much. So I'm going to put some there. And on the other side, I will show you how to do it with your finger. If you don't have that fun little brush. I'm just going to put 2 little dots there. And here I'm going to do right above my contour, okay? Right above my contour. Okay. It's so funny because I'm trying to watch myself do it at the same time. And so then stipple. Again, stipple. We're not rubbing. We're stippling. Stipple, 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 stipple. Okay? And now up here. just to blend it in. Blend, 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 blend. You can also use this side, okay? You can use this side. Most of you have gotten this brush. I always recommend it to every single client. And then you can always do that with your Bella bronzer, okay? And it comes with it's really cool because you can get the brush and Bella bronzer. And Bella bronzer is only $5 when you get the brush. So that's pretty cool. So I like to add this side as well. If I don't have my other brush, like if I only take one brush with me, I will use the other side to do my Bella bronzer. So, okay, you saw how that just blended in? Totally blended in. I love it. So we don't want to bring down, right? Because we just highlighted the face with the brightener. We don't want to bring that down. We just kind of want it kissing up here. And if you feel like, oh, I brought it down, no big deal. Just go back into your brightener. Tap just a little bit. And just tap in the areas where you feel like you weren't bright enough, and then just fix it. That's the awesome thing. You don't have to like, oh no, gotta wash off my whole face. No, it's one layer, right? So it's one layer, so you don't have to do that. Win-win, my friends, win-win. Okay, so I got my Bella, and now I'm gonna do my blush. My favorite, absolute favorite blush is Frenchie, okay? I love using Frenchie. I started mixing Frenchie with another one called Pink Grapefruit. I'll show you that color right here. So this is Pink Grapefruit right here. Looks super pink, but these two mixed together is so, so, so pretty. There's also another color that's super popular called Summer Love. But whatever color you have, obviously, you go with it. So you can use your finger. So on one side, I'll do finger. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Any excess, I'm just putting on my lips. Because it's lip and cheek, right? And then I'm going to grab my brush and do the other side. See what a difference is? When you add it with the brush, look how much comes on there. So sometimes you don't even have to add it with the brush, but I like blush. I'm a blushy person. So you add what you want to add, okay? Not everybody is going to, that's the beauty of it. Not everyone is going to do it the same way. Not everybody needs to put as much as the other person does. Some people's tins will last longer than somebody else's because of how much you use. And that's just with anything. Like if you're going to use a makeup, you're not going to use, you're not going to use the same amount as somebody else if you use a lot less. Now, that's a lot, right? So I don't want that much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of my brightener mixed with my main, and I'm just going to lessen it a bit, and then I'll blend it in. There we go. See? Toned it down. Easy. No big deal. You do too much, you tone it down. No big deal. It's up to you. Everything's preference. So now I want to use a highlighter. I got Photoshop and I also got Honey. I don't know which one to use. Maybe I'll use Photoshop. So I'm going to use this end of my other brush that I really, really love. Remember I told you about this one that I used for Bella? Well, I'm going to use this one too for Photoshop. So I'm just lightly tapping it. And if it's too much, you can tap on the end here. And, sorry, open this up so I can get my mirror. Oh, I'm pushing it the wrong way. Of course. I'm just going to lightly brush up here. Lightly brush up here. And then I get some more for my nose. Put a little bit on my nose. Okay. So we are highlighted. We are bronzered. We are contoured. Done, done, and done. Like everything done, and everything was in my palette. Do I have to switch out and do containers and bottles? No, done. That's what I love so much about it. Okay, so now, like, if you see something that's just out of place, then you just take your brush and then you fix it. Okay? Again, you're going to give yourself some time to get used to it. So I'm going to use these colors right here because they are so pretty. And I'm going to use I love the brushes here. So I'm going to go here. Again, I'm done with my face with the palette. If that's all you, if you already have your own eyeshadows, now's the time you can put your eyeshadows on, okay? So I'm going to go windshield wipe. Windshield wipe, windshield wipe. Windshield wipe. The eyeshadows that we have are very highly pigmented, so I love them for that reason. Okay, so now I'm going to use another color that's in here. It's really pretty. Show it to you. This one right here. So I did my base with this, and then I'm putting this one in the corner. Let me know and I can tell you what the colors are. I don't know them off the top of my head because I got them all at once. My last order, I placed a really big order because I wanted to try all these different colors, but then I couldn't remember which one was which. But the cool thing is you don't have to worry about that because the name is at the bottom. So all you have to do is flip this up, and this is called Eve. See, because it's metallic. Magnetic. I keep calling it metallic. See? Eve is the name of this one. Super pretty. And then I just do this. Pop. And now I have space for more. I have space for if I want to put more highlighters in here. Or I have space for 4 more eyeshadows. That's what I love about these palettes. Like everything's in here. So if I want to do a pink one day and then I want to do like a brown the other day, I can have it all in the same one, right? So win-win situation there, my friends. Okay, so I like to do a brown, like a pinkish brown. I like to do that here. Now, if you see how there's like extra here, we're going to go in and fix that afterwards, so don't even worry about it. All right, now I'm going to go into my colors here and just smudgy. I like to use Cocoa. Cocoa is really, really pretty. Like, again, I only do the dark right here in the edges. Okay, and see that fallout? No worries, we're going to clean that up. Happens to me all the time, literally. But it's so funny because it always happens on one. It doesn't happen on the other one. I don't know why. It also is better when you're, doing your makeup in a mirror. Not so much the window, right? But my window gives me such great light, and so I wanted to make sure that you can see much better. So let me see if I can do that here. Okay. Now, I love this color right here. I'll show you what it is. This is called Tawanda. It's like a rose gold. It's hard to see, I don't think. Yeah. So I love that color because it's like a rose gold, but it's not too goldy. It's like, and not too pink. It's like right in the middle. Now, if you like the really, the sparkle to get on there, use your finger to add it. If you want a little bit less sparkle, then you can use a brush to add it. Okay. I'm going to use this other brush over here. This thicker brush. It's the other side of that smudge I used. And just do something like this. Now, if you have a cream illuminator that you ordered, use your cream illuminator to, let me show you, to add it. So see, I have this one here. I believe it's called Honey, and it's a cream. So you can see the difference between the cream. That's the cream, and then this is powder. Okay, so what you can do is you can put the cream down first of Honey, and then you can add Tawanda on top of that. I will do that just so you can see what it looks like. See, there you go. Okay. So, I also am a line lips type girl. So, I'm going to use the brush, the liner, Suede. It's called Suede. And I'm going to use that to line my lips. I'm going to use mirror. And Suede is just a pod or pad, or whatever you want to call them. That's Suede. Oops. That is Suede. Okay. There we go. And I love, as I mentioned, Frenchie. Frenchie's my favorite. But some people don't need to line, and they just use their finger and boom, stick the color on there. So I'm going to use Frenchie. So I'm putting the other side into Frenchie. And I'm just gonna put it on top. So there we go. All I need to do now, well, might as well do my mascara. Let's get this guy off. I'm not a big headband person, but I wanted to get my hair out of my face so you can see. And let's do our, so I told you I put a eyelash earlier. You can see it right there. I gotta practice that, but that's okay. Oops. That's all right. It's good to learn new things, right? And I did them really well when I was out in Arizona, but now I think I used a different one over there, and that's why it's not working the same. It's like not sticking right, and my placement is not as good as it was when I used it then. So anyway, I will have to practice that more. But I am proud of myself for practicing and trying that, because I was always so scared of doing those things. But now they don't scare me as much. You can't always be scared, right? Oh my gosh, if you guys could see the color with the honey and the Towanda, it looks so pretty. I've never tried those two together, and now I just love it. I'm gonna have to do that again and try it with another color. But I really like what the gold did. The honey did to the Towanda, and it's a cream, so it'll stay a little bit, you know, it'll it just changes it. It changes the look of it. I think we're good to go. We are good to go. Look at that. Pretty. All done. Easy peasy. It would have taken a lot less time, obviously, but I was explaining and I was going slow to make sure that you know what to do. So let me know if you have any questions. Just shoot me a message, how I've messaged you before, and we'll be good to go. So take care.